as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Baltimore Ravens. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. This one complete to Ingram. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
That is definitely what we call a defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught by Brown. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Davante Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. To throw again is Jackson. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
And 10 at about the 32. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
Marcus Peters.
A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards.
First down, Bears.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This is Cohen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young.
Trubisky's pass intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson escaping the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Lamar Jackson.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. From the gun, Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Jackson's pass intercepted by the Bears. They'll take
at the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down.
Third and 2. Now Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end Kmet. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Complete to
1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Gain of 15.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Trubisky. And that's complete to Cooks. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year. And now the Bears are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. And it's up and good, so maybe a bit early here to try to match the 2. They're content to trail by 1 at 8-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
10 at the 37-yard line.
Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Baltimore first down.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground. That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Flush to his right. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who could run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
They'll come out in the pistol. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone. And it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Now Jackson, rush coming, and he's taken down. The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries, still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for it. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they've gotten 2 for 2.
Dancing to his left. And that one will fall incomplete on the keeper. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. He gets it to Cooks. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts.
First down.
As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Complete.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts.
A gain of 14.
As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now Trubisky on first down, letting one go deep for the end zone. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the shotgun is Trubisky. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Trubisky's pass intended for Robbie Anderson. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, this from 37. Hopkins' kick is good. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And some room to roam now. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Gain of 18 on the play.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Flushed out right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. They'll run forward with Tariq Cohen, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his second touchdown of the night, and the Bears have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead.
22.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you.
And got his man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 75 yards. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Trubisky gives to Cohen. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. He can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They go play action with Trubisky. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
The tackle made.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On the give, this is Cohen. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Again, it's Cohen. And he goes goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, this from 33. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will finish off this third quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off. Because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Eluding the pressure, Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Recovered by Chicago.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Cohen. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. On 2nd and 11 now, Trubisky. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Complete to
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Rolling to his right. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
To Brandon Cooks.
Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. And the lead is up to 5.
Kick is good. Makes the score Bears 35, Ravens 30. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Jackson will keep it. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on 3rd down?
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And he's got this down to the 35. They gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Pass from Jackson, complete to Ingram. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
He's back to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Devontae Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Flush to his right, and he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3.
Bears 35. Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They try again with Cohen. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Now a handoff to Ingram. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Baltimore, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another home